What's up, YouTube world? This is Ahmed, aka I'm Creative, if you know my Facebook page, or I'm Creative on Instagram, or a photog doing videos. Yes, I am a photographer first, but if you've been watching, I am studying video to learn video. I really like it, and this is all practice for me until I get ready to start doing film minutes and maybe, hopefully, directing music videos, at least, or any kind of videos, short film, anything. That's my plan, to do something creative. Anyway, I have my website, arobersonphoto.com, and this portion of my website will soon become A Roberson Media. So with that being said, I have a new toy. This is the Takstar SGC-598 Shotgun Microphone. Now, currently I'm recording on the Panasonic VX-870K, and quite honestly, I think it does have a decent built-in microphone, but I definitely want something better than the built-in microphone, especially when I start filming outdoors and working on my short films and so on. Audio is key, I understand that, so I had to upgrade and accessorize. Before I open this and get started with this, I'll just show you briefly. Normally, I record on this Zoom H2N, and it is fantastic. However, it is not always conducive to a good workflow because I have to attach it to my camera rig, and sometimes it might not sit steady. I mean, of course, I can tighten it down, but it's just somewhat inconvenient in relation to a shotgun mic with a cold shoe, which I can attach to my Panasonic. So anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and open it up and see what's in the box. I've seen another video that said the box comes without anything that you have to cut. And that's the same with mine. I have not opened it yet. So anyway, this is the feature list, if you want to check that out briefly. I'm not going to read over it because I know this microphone is not new, and there's videos of it everywhere. I want to do my version just as a microphone test to really compare it to the built-in Panasonic microphone, which is actually good. The Zoom H2N, which I actually purchased because my first camcorder was the Sony CX405, and the built-in microphone is awful. So I bought the Zoom H2N as an external to help with that. I was recording on my cell phone, which was cool, but again, not conducive to a steady filming workflow. So the Zoom H2N has been my go-to for a while, but this is going to be my new go-to, or at least I hope so. So based on the test that I've seen, it's been pretty good. So let's see if it's going to be good to me. Box open. Nice little travel pouch. Takstar. Pretty cool. Nice felt type feel, I suppose. Pretty good. Not bad. Let me set that off right there. This is feature list, and come on, there we go. Features and instructions, I suppose. There we go. Okay. And let's see. Ah, nice. That looks pretty cool. Well packaged. That's always good. These are additional shock absorbers for the microphone stabilizer, I suppose, when the microphone's on top of the camera so it doesn't move. They're rubberized, so it gives it some play, but it doesn't bounce around. I mean, quite honestly, I hate that sound when you're listening to something on your headphones and the microphone is jumbling around, making all that extra noise and feedback. So put the box aside, and we'll keep this here for now. Okay, the microphone housing is plastic, and these are the vibration shock absorbers I'm referring to. Let me put it back in some more light. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. I hope so. 3.5 millimeter cord that will plug into your camcorder or DSLR microphone input, and it is attached to the front. This is a windshield, I suppose. And here is your microphone. And the microphone barrel is metal, and I am going to just assume that these vents here are for noise cancellation and wind cancellation, also to help pick up on the sides. I've heard from other reviewers that the microphone is a mono mic, picks up straightforward, but I mean, it's just going to pick up equal sound on both sides. So you're not going to have a left channel or a right channel. You're just going to have the directional sound. On the side here, you have your high pass and low pass filter. Low pass filter to eliminate high sounds and pick up that low frequency bass better, I suppose. And that's your high pass. Plus 10B pickup. From what I've heard, the plus 10B, 10 decibels pickup or gain increase does introduce some hissing. So we'll see about that. The Panasonic built-in preamps are pretty good, so it's quite possibly I won't need the plus 10 dB. And if I need to add some volume, I can do it in post and not have to worry about distorting this. Also in the Panasonic, you do have microphone input sensitivity adjustments, but for this test, I'm gonna do both plus 10 dB. I'm gonna leave the microphone settings in the Panasonic at default settings, and I'm gonna do 0 and plus 10 dB just to see. And then you have your power button on and off. And on the opposite side, you simply have your battery slot. Let's see. Oh, there we go. It's on tight and secure. There we go. Let's get in there. There we go. One AA battery goes in there, which I'll grab shortly, and then put it in, turn it on, mount it to my camera, and then we will start doing a quick audio test. All right. So let me put that aside, set that down, put the windscreen back on it, and I shall return. What's up, YouTube? Okay, so here we are. I'm Ahmed, A Roberson Photo, A Roberson Media. I'm creative on Facebook. I'm creative on Instagram. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, I am here doing a review of the Takstar SGC-598 Shotgun Microphone. Bam. I have it mounted on my Panasonic VX-870K camcorder. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, I also use my Zoom H2N external audio recorder because my initial camera that I purchased was the Sony CX405, and while it is a good camera, the audio input, the microphone is just not, and it doesn't have an actual audio input like the Panasonic does. So the Panasonic does have a decent built-in microphone, but from what I've read and heard, the Takstar is actually really good microphone, and I believe I only paid $21.95 for it. That's pretty good. I know the microphone came out years ago. When it first dropped, it was still only $25. So for me to get it for $21.95 or something like that is an absolute steal. I have no doubt that it'll work well for me, but even if it didn't, worst case scenario, it's not that painful to try. You know, it's worth the money. My Zoom H2N was a little bit more expensive, but I'm sure you all are familiar with Zoom products, and the microphone is fantastic. I love it. The audio is great from it, but I don't necessarily want to carry my Zoom with me if I'm filming outdoors, going places. I don't want to have my camera rig jumbled with too much equipment on there with additional lights attached, additional microphones attached. I'd rather have the microphone attached to the Panasonic, and if you'll see in my B footage that I took with my Sony camera, you'll see how the microphone is mounted to the Panasonic's built-in hot shoe. The microphone has a cold shoe just for mounting purposes, but it is attached to the Panasonic's hot shoe attachment. One thing I just noticed when attaching that is the microphone sits very close, and you'll see it in the B footage. The microphone sits very close to the Zoom and telephoto or wide, zoom and wide adjustment button. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to rig something to where the microphone base sits a little bit higher, so I can get my big fat fingers in there so I can zoom in and out when necessary, because the Panasonic doesn't have that option on the back. So I'll take care of that. It's not a big issue for me. I'll go ahead and rig something up and get it done. But more importantly is the audio quality. Right now, the Panasonic's built-in audio levels are set to default, and the Takstar microphone is set with the high pass filter on, as well as the decibel boost, the gain, the audio boost at 0. And same thing with my Zoom H2N. I have the gain set at +7 because at 0 gain, it just doesn't pick up very well. I mean, you can always boost it in post and it'll be a clean signal. But I figured with the gain between +5, +6, I get good audio readings, and +7 is putting me at that sweet spot to where I actually don't have to increase the gain or microphone level or volume level rather in post. So the Zoom H2N is sitting at +7 gain. The Takstar Shotgun Mic is sitting at 0 decibel gain, and the default settings in the camera are at 0. So this is just an audio test. I'm just going to talk at this level, and hopefully I can maintain this level just the same. And that way you can differentiate between the Zoom H2N, and I'll let you know which one is which audio I'm using at the time. So this will be to differentiate between the Zoom H2N, the Panasonic built-in microphone, as well as the Takstar SGC-598. So, and this is all at 0 gain settings on the Takstar. So now I'm just going to reach up towards the microphone really quick and boost the decibel gain to +10. Everything else is going to be left at default, and that way you can hear a difference, whether it's going to be useful for you or not. And also just consider I am in my house, in my living room right now, and I have all the doors closed. Everything is silent as can be. So anything that the Takstar microphone is going to pick up, you're going to hear as best as possible. So give me 1 second. Let me boost that up to... Oh, you know what? Rookie mistake. That was a rookie mistake. Everything that I was recording on the Takstar microphone was already at +10. So now, at this particular point, now this is at 0 gain. This is at 0 gain with the high pass filter on, and hopefully you can notice a difference. I'm trying not to increase my levels as I talk, so hopefully my volume level is the same, so you can differentiate between the +10 that I had it on by mistake and now the 0 decibel gain. Hopefully you can hear a clear difference in between the two and decide which works best for you. Also, I have the high pass filter on, so now I'm going to go ahead and turn the low pass filter on at 0 gain, just so you can see if the high pass and low pass filters make a difference for you. And then I will turn it back up to +10 with the high pass on and off, just so you can see if you can notice a difference. Okay, so now this is at low pass filter and 0 decibel gain, and hopefully it's picking up something clear. Hopefully the low pass filter made a difference where there's no hissing or any background noise or any kind of noise, or maybe it even helped with whatever echo that might be coming off my hard floors in the house. Maybe the low pass filters helped that. But again, this is the low pass filter on and 0 decibel gain. So now I'm going to leave the low pass filter on, but I'm going to turn the decibel gain to +10. Okay, so now we're at +10 boost, low decibel gain, low pass filter, +10 decibel gain on the Takstar microphone. Everything with the Zoom H2N is still the same, so that along with the Panasonic built-in microphone will be our base. That'll be our control. So again, right now we're with the Takstar at high pass filter on +10, and we just did low pass filter on with +10, I believe. So let me just double check just to be sure. So right now we are at high pass filter plus 10, and we are now at high pass filter 0 decibel gain. So 0 decibel gain, high pass filter. Once again, 0 decibel gain, high pass filter. So now we're going to stay at 0 decibel gain with low pass filter. Oh, I'm just making all kind of rookie mistakes. That was low pass filter with 0 decibel gain. Now, right now, we're at high pass filter 0 decibel gain. I'm messing things up here. So let me scratch everything that I did and messed up, and we're gonna start brand new. So from this particular point right now, I apologize for my rookie mistakes, but hey, I'm a rookie. What do you expect, right? Okay, so right now, we're at high pass filter, 0 decibel gain. High pass filter, 0 decibel gain. So now, we are high pass filter plus 10. High pass filter plus 10 with the Takstar microphone, shotgun microphone. High pass filter plus 10. So now we're gonna go low pass filter, 0 decibel gain. Low pass, 0 gain. Low pass filter, 0 decibel gain on the Takstar microphone. Low pass filter, 0 decibel gain. So now we're gonna stay at the low pass filter, but I'm gonna boost it plus 10. So now, low pass filter plus 10 decibel gain. So hopefully, with the exception of my mistakes, I do apologize. Hopefully this is enough for you to determine whether the Takstar microphone, shotgun microphone, is good for you. I've seen other videographers do a comparison to the Rode microphone. I know the Rode mic might be the industry standard. Maybe, I'm still learning. But I think from what I've heard, and hopefully in this video you can hear, the Takstar microphone for $21.95 is a really good contender considering the much higher priced competitor microphones out there on the market. So thanks again for putting up with my rookie mistakes, and hopefully I did a good enough demo for you to make a decision on whether you want to go with the Rode microphone, or I forget the other names of other different types of better microphones, or choose the Takstar SGC-598. So again, this is Ahmed with A. Roberson Media, and I'll be talking to you soon.